I've rambled now for 25 minutes. It's all been about the new moon and Neptune in Pisces and Mercury Retrograde in Pisces, the new moon in Pisces, the sun in Pisces. I mean, this is all happening in my second house. Where is it happening in your chart? It's interesting. So I would go find out where it's happening in your chart, because that's where the action is right now. And the things that affected you today, think about what happened on March 6th of 2009. Think about that. Because the things that occurred on March 6th, 2009 may have influence over you until about March 20th of 2019. I keep saying 2009. This just shows how old I am. This is the second video that I caught myself saying 2009 instead of 2019. And it freaks me out because 2009 was the year that Michael Jackson died. And, well, you know, I don't want to get into all this political stuff about Michael Jackson, yes, no, and yada, yada. I personally am going to play Michael until the cow comes home. And, you know, I don't care what they ban. I'm going to play him. And my thing is, we should not lie on the dead. Don't lie on the dead. If you couldn't prove it when he was alive, why are you doing this while he's dead? Why are you doing this? What's this really about? I hope people stop and look at the deeper meaning of why they would dethrone the king of pop who dedicated over 40 years of his life to the music industry. Something that should never be erased, regardless of whatever sexual perversion he had. And I stand by that, because that's 40 years of my 50-plus life that I refuse to erase. So, you know, I'm going to just say that. We really need to watch what we're doing. We're condemning one man for something while he's dead, while we got another person running a country that got some issues. This is called selective. This is selective. It's scary. And don't forget, Michael was a Virgo. Do you think that there's a mistake that Michael was attacked the day Mercury went retrograde? He was banned the day Mercury went retrograde in Pisces. And the new moon is in Pisces, opposing his Virgo in legacy, the opposite of Pisces. You really think this is a mistake? Really? Like R. Kelly being exposed when Saturn hit his ascendant or sun? Really? Some things we can't explain, right? We can't explain them. I mean, as astrologers or psychics or tarot readers or whatever, we try our best to give you our opinion of what we think might be going on. But when you look at it, well, me anyway, as an astrologer, and I go, what? On the day that Mercury was retrograding in Pisces, the opposite of his Virgo sun? Really? On the day of the new moon opposing his Virgo sun? Really? And Neptune in Pisces opposing his Virgo sun. Really? Neptune. The planet of nebulousness. Confusion. And the new moon is sitting on it right now, opposing Michael and his legacy. Do you think I'm going to pay attention to this? BS. They never proved it when the man was alive, so do not lie on the dead. The confusion of it all. There's always something, right? Anyway, I just thought I would say something about it because I don't know how many other people have noticed it or saying anything about it. I just thought I would. Anyway, I'm really not into any of that. I like to stay out of it because I need to keep my aura clean. And so I saw it, I looked at it, I put the connection together, I walked away from it. But I have Michael collections here that I will never get rid of because I love Michael. Always have, always will, since the boy was 8 years old. Or 9, I think. He was 9. So, yeah. Yeah. That's, I mean, you know, we all have to pick and choose our battles. And I think I'm you know, I'm going to, and I, just so that you know, there's always something in people's devs that we don't agree on. There's a lot of confusion about Prince and the way he supposedly died and this supposed drug addiction. Some people said he didn't like drugs. So it's confusing to many. But we won't talk about that either, right? There's a lot of things we cannot explain. A lot. But when I looked at the timing on this one, it was blatant. It was blatantly planned. Obvious. Character assassination. And a blatant lie, I believe. Most likely. I mean, Neptune on the new moon. Mercury Retrograde? Really? Don't lie on the dead. We should not lie on the dead. I just feel it's bad luck. Just saying. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. It's over 30 minutes now, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who are so anti-pedo right now, and they don't want to hear what I have to say. Because it's like, kill all the pedos. Go find them all. Even when they're dead, bury them up. Dig them up and get them too. Like, what the hell? My thing is, if you couldn't prove it when he was alive, you really can't really prove it now. And they waited, what, 10 years? 10 years before any word was said. This is payola. Sorry. I'm not buying a word of it. Not a word. What? I'm not gonna lie. Why should I lie? That's what Neptune on the new moon and Mercury retrograde say. Don't you believe any BS right now? Better keep your minds clear, people. Keep your minds right. And go review everything. Look over everything. Renew, review. Everything's being renewed and reviewed right now anyway. Everybody's going back and rejuvenating things and reviving things that should be dead. Like Michael. You know, just be aware of it. And don't buy into the hype. Remember that. Okay, we got until what? The 28th of March. You're going to hear a lot of stuff between now and the 28th of March. Just be aware of it. That's all I'm saying. Make your own opinions. I wouldn't even make any opinions really right now until after the 28th of March. Every opinion, every word I said even in this video, take it with a grain of salt. Really. I won't even remember what I said tomorrow. Nor will I probably feel the same tomorrow. Isn't that crazy? So that's the type of nebulousness of Neptune sitting on the new moon at like 15, 16 degrees. Right? That's what we're dealing with. And Mercury is simultaneously retrograde. Right? That's what we're dealing with, people. I hope you guys are aware of this. Look at everything in the news media like that. Be aware of what you're looking at. Mercury's retrograde, Neptune sitting on the new moon. What do you think you're looking at? It's all a bunch of blah, 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 blah. It's like, what? I don't even have the TV on in the house. I refuse to put the television on except to clear out my DVR. Because I don't want to hear the craziness of it. It's garbage. It's static right now. Really be careful between now and the 28th of March. What you hear, what you don't hear, your communications, your own written, verbal, spoken. Like, I hope I didn't offend anybody with what I said. in my house, like with the electrical in the kitchen. Watch things like that, like your electrical, your appliances, your lights,